Have you ever come home from a vacation and felt like you needed a vacation from your vacation? If you ever looked at your suitcase, your photos, or even your credit card bill and thought, why doesn't this feel as good as it should? You're not alone. Most trips are planned around logistics, trends, or other people's expectations. Today, I want to show you a different way to plan travel, one that feels aligned with who you are and the stage of life you're in. Welcome back to Gracefully Lori. I'm Lori, and this channel is for women who want to live authentically, express themselves with intention, and move through the world with quiet, modern grace. Today, we're exploring vacation planning, not the kind shaped by trends or pressure, but the kind rooted in identity, intention, and alignment with who you are right now. To guide the conversation, I'm sharing the Graceful Travel Method, a free 8-part approach I created based on my own experience planning trips. Each element builds on the others, and by the end of this video, you'll see how they work together so your travel feels like you. So what is the Graceful Travel Method? It is one integrated method with 8 elements that work together so your travel actually feels most like you. And as we go through each element, use whatever feels helpful or useful to you. You don't need all 8 to have a meaningful trip. Even a few changes can shift everything. So element 1, your travel profile. Who are you as a traveler? Most people plan vacations based on what others love. My method starts with who you are. Your travel profile describes your natural energy, your pace, your comfort level, and your way of experiencing the world. So ask yourself, am I energized or drained by cities? Do I want structure or spontaneity? Am I seeking learning, rest, inspiration, or reconnection? How comfortable am I with language barriers or complex logistics? What pace matches my nervous system? You may be a structured cultural explorer who thrives on elegant architecture, museums and history, clear daily rhythm, refined meals, efficient transportation. So Paris might be a great choice for you. You may be a restorative romantic who thrives on sensory experiences, slow meals, expansive landscapes, gentle days, warmth and atmosphere. So Tuscany may be better suited to you. Neither profile is right, they're simply true, and your truth is the foundation of the method. So element 2, the stage of life alignment. This is matching your trip to your current reality. Every trip should begin with one question. What stage of life am I in right now? Ask yourself questions like, am I depleted and need restoration? Am I feeling stagnant and craving beauty or inspiration? Am I celebrating something meaningful? I once planned a very active trip during a time when I was emotionally exhausted. The scenery was beautiful, but I came home more drained than ever before. Now I always check my inner reality first. That's element 2. Element 3, trip logistics fit. How the structure of this trip supports you. Trip logistics fit is simply understanding how the structure of a trip affects your experience. And the first piece of this is something I didn't understand for years. What your true travel window is. So what is that? A travel window isn't just the dates you're away. It's the amount of time you can realistically spend in transit, adjusting to time zones, switching hotels, settling in and out, recovering physically, shifting gears emotionally. Your travel window includes how comfortable you are on a plane, how often you want to unpack, and whether your nervous system thrives on movement or prefers being anchored. Knowing this makes destination planning so much easier. Going back to our Paris trip, the Paris Fit. It's usually best for 4 to 10 days. It's got walkable, efficient metro. It works well for solo travelers. It's excellent for structured days. Whereas the Tuscany Fit requires a car, has a slower pace. It's ideal for couples or close friends. It's perfect for sensory, spacious experiences. Trip logistics fit quietly shapes the entire emotional feel of your trip. Element 4, your destination fit. Choosing places that match you, not pressure. Many people choose destinations because someone raved about it. It's trending. The photos look great. It feels like something you should do. But not all destinations match your travel profile or your stage of life. Here are some real examples from my own travel. The Blarney Stone in Ireland. It was hours of travel, long lines, kissing a stone that thousands have kissed. For me, it wasn't meaningful. The Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. Iconic, yes, but far from everything else I valued on that trip and very limited on what you can do. They're wonderful destinations for many people, just not aligned with what I needed. Destination fit is choosing places that match your identity, not your social feed. Element 5, experience design. Designing how the trip feels, not just what you see. Instead of asking, what should I see? My method asks, how do I want to feel? Then you design your experiences that match that. You may want to ask yourself, do I want energized days or peaceful ones? What kind of beauty do I want? Art, nature, architecture. Do I want depth or variety? Where do I naturally restore? So going back to our Paris day, the structured culture explorer. Morning, the Louvre or the Musée d'Orsay. Midday, cafe lunch. Afternoon, architectural walk. Evening, a reservation dinner. Afterglow, a stroll along the Seine. Whereas your Tuscany day for your restorative romantic, in the morning, you may do a town exploration. Midday, a long lunch. In the afternoon, winery or an olive farm. Evening, sunset views. Afterglow, the quiet conversation in warm light. Experience design becomes the emotional blueprint of your trip. So element 6 is intentional downtime. It's not always rest, it's space that supports your type of trip. Most conversations about travel assume everybody needs rest, but not every trip is meant to be restorative. Intentional downtime is simply built-in space that supports the kind of experience you want. For restorative trips, downtime might mean slow mornings, quiet afternoons, lingering evenings. For adventure or bucket list trips, downtime might mean buffer time between activities, time to absorb what you just experienced, space to adjust plans without rushing. Intentional downtime isn't about slowing down, it's about giving the trip a rhythm that supports you. Element 7, the cost map. Aligning money with what actually matters to you. The cost map is not about limiting yourself. It's simply a clear look at where a destination naturally concentrates cost so you can decide where you want to invest. Different destinations invest in different ways. Paris, hotels, meals, reservations. Tuscany, car, fuel, tolls, parking. Going to the islands, excursions, hotels, resort fees. Cities, transit, tickets, dining, rural areas, transportation, and fewer food options. A cost map helps you see where your money will go, what matters emotionally, what aligns with your stage of life, and whether the destination is a good fit. It's not about spending more or less. It's about placing your resources where they give the biggest return in joy, comfort, or meaning. Element 8, we're going to do a 2 complete trip walkthroughs. Seeing this method in action. Tuscany, the restorative romantic, 1 week. Your travel profile, sensory, slow. Your stage of life, depleted, needing rest. Logistics fit, 1 home base with a car. Destination fit, hill towns, food, landscape. Experience design, long lunches, gentle days. Intentional downtime built into everything. The cost map, car and meals, and the outcome is deeply nourishing. Paris, the structured cultural explorer, 1 week. Your travel profile, you like culture and structure. Your stage of life, you need beauty and inspiration. Logistics fit, it's walkable and metro. The destination fit, art, architecture. Experience design, museums, cafes. Intentional downtime, cafe pauses and evenings. Cost map, hotels and curated meals. The outcome, inspiring and mentally refreshing. The application makes everything real. All 8 elements form the graceful travel method. 1, the travel profile. 2, the stage of life alignment. 3, your trip logistics fit. 4, the destination fit. 5, your experience design. 6, your intentional downtime. 7, the cost map. And 8, real-world application. When you plan from the inside out, your identity, your stage of life, your energy, your vacations naturally shift from chaotic to restorative or inspiring, depending on what you need. This is graceful living applied to travel. The most impressive vacations aren't always the most fulfilling. The right trip for you is one that matches your identity, honors your life stage, respects your energy and your budget, and gives you the kind of experience your spirit is craving. When you integrate my travel method, you don't just come home with photos. You come home restored, inspired, and more yourself. So which element of the graceful travel method will you use first? Please tell me in the comments. I love hearing how you're designing travel that actually serves you. If this helped you think differently about vacations, subscribe for more videos on living and traveling with quiet, modern grace. Until next time, my graceful friends.